Good morning to all of you. Right now we are doing chapter number 8. Yesterday we have completed characteristics of equity shares, in which we have done 5 or 6 points: true owners, right to vote, rate of dividend, profit related, general meeting, and repayment of capital. Now next topic, types of equity shares. Types of equity shares. Now according to this textbook, 3 types are given. One is ordinary equity share, ordinary equity shares. Then second one is sweat equity shares. Sweat equity shares. And third one is other equity shares. Other equity shares. Under other equity shares, 2 points are given. On the points you have to learn. Otherwise, actually other equity shares means bonus share, right share. Only you have to learn name. So, equity share with voting rights. Equity share with voting rights. And second one is equity share with different rights. With different rights, along with voting rights. Along with voting rights. So these are 3 different types of, means equity shares are classified into 3 categories. Ordinary equity shares. Ordinary equity shares we have already done. There is no need to explain. Ordinary equity shares means whenever shares are issued by the company to general public is called ordinary equity shares. Now, what are the characteristics, features of ordinary equity shares? We have already done. Means the person who purchase equity shares, they are called equity shareholders. They are true owners of the company. Why? Because they are the owner who are taking risk, or they are the investors who are taking risk of the company. Why they are taking risk, or what type of risk they are taking? So, first one is the amount which they had invested, they will get back only at the time of liquidation of the company, or in other words we can say that during the lifetime of company, equity shareholders do not get their money back. Second, rate of dividend. Rate of dividend is not fixed. Means rate of dividend fluctuates every year. Sometimes they are getting more dividend, sometimes they are getting less dividend. So these are the risks. So already ordinary equity shares we have done. Second point is sweat equity share. What is a sweat equity share? Company is taking the services of various experts, or they are taking the services of valuable services from their directors, or they are taking valuable services from their employees. So whenever they are taking valuable services either from experts, directors, or employees, in consideration against those valuable services, companies are giving them shares either at discount, means at less value, either at discount, or sometimes without consideration, means free of cost. Without consideration. The valuable services which experts, directors, or employees are providing, means whatever hard work they are putting in the company in order to increase the profitability or productivity of the company, in consideration or against that, company is offering, providing some shares, some equity shares, either at discount means at less value, or sometimes without consideration means free of cost. Such offered shares, such shares which are given by the company to the experts, directors or employees, that is called sweat equity shares. Otherwise, according to provision of Companies Act 2013, equity shares cannot be issued at discount. Equity shares cannot be issued at discount. Only and only sweat equity shares, out of equity shares, only if equity shares are in the category of sweat equity shares, then only equity shares can be issued at discount. So to whom sweat equity shares are issued? Equity shares are issued to experts, directors or employees for their hard work, for their valuable services. And other equity shares with voting right, and second one is equity shares with different right along with voting right. Only points you have to learn. Along with equity shares with different right, here means bonus share, right shares. Now what is right share, bonus share, we will explain later on. Right now, equity shares with voting right. Second one is equity shares with different rights along with voting rights. So ordinary equity shares, sweat equity shares and other equity shares. These are the three different types of equity shares. Next topic is preference share. Now we can explain preference share. The shareholders who are purchasing preference share, they are called preference shareholder. Now what is the meaning of preference share? At the time of liquidation, they will get their money back first or before equity shareholder. Second one is out of profit every year, they will get a dividend before equity shareholders. So they are given first preference. That's why such type of shares are called preference shareholder. Now according to textbook, preference shares, the shares having first right, the shares having first right to receive dividend, and at the time of liquidation, mean when company wound up, at the time of liquidation they have the first right. They have the first right for getting repayment of capital, means they have the first right to get their money back. In simple language, they have the first right to get their money back. They have the first right to get their money back. So on the basis of two features, we are calling this type of share as preference share. First, they have the first right to receive dividend out of company's profit every year, and second, at the time of liquidation, they have the first right to get their money back. Means they are getting their money back before equity shareholders. Now characteristics. First point, dividend. Second, any 6 points, right to vote. Third one is preference. 3 points. Fourth one is market price. Fifth, proportion of risk. Proportion of risk. And sixth, last one is repayment of capital. Repayment of capital. These are the characteristics of preference share: dividend, right to vote, preference, then market price, proportion of risk, and repayment of capital. So hardly one line explanation is given there. First one is a dividend. Preference shareholder have the first right to get dividend at fixed rate. Rate of dividend is also fixed, and they have the first right to receive dividend. So that's why dividend is completed. First right to receive dividend. Second one is right to vote. Preference shareholder have right to vote only for those matters which are related to their interest. Means the matters which are related with preference share, only for those matters they can conduct meeting, and in that meeting they can cast their vote. Otherwise, in general meeting they do not have right to cast vote. They can conduct meeting only for those matters. Once again, they can conduct meeting only for those matters which are related to their interest, which are related with preference share, and in those meetings they have right to cast vote. Third one is preference. Now what is the meaning of preference? The investors preferring to buy this type of shares as they like to have, means the investors who want a steady fixed income, secure income, and they want their capital, means investment amount secure. Such type of investors are preferring to purchase, to buy preference share. Those who want a steady, means those who do not want to take risk in case of investment, they are purchasing preference share instead of equity shares. Once again, preference, the investors preferring to buy this type of shares who want a steady fixed income, security of their capital. Such type of investors are always purchasing preference share in place of equity share. Fourth one is market price. Market price of share. The price of these shares usually remain steady, means does not fluctuate very frequently as it happens in the case of equity share. The market price of preference share almost remains same. Only when there is a change in rate of interest, then their market price changes. When interest changes, interest means interest on loan decided by RBI, such type of interest changes in the market on different loans, then only the rate of dividend also changes in case of preference share. Proportion of risk, because we have already done that in this type of, means preference shares are purchased by those shareholders, those investors who want secure income, fixed income, constant income. That's why proportion of risk is very less, or we can say proportion of risk is less as compared to equity share. Once again, in this type of share as compared with equity shares, the proportion of risk is very less. Reason, for two reasons are there. First, preference shareholders are getting fixed rate of interest. Second, at the time of liquidation, they will get their money back before equity shareholders. That's why proportion of risk is less as compared to equity shareholders. Next one is repayment of capital. We have already done that at the time of liquidation, they have the first right to get their money back before equity shareholders. So preference shareholder is completed. Next topic, difference between equity shares and preference shares. Again, any 6 points you can do of your own choice. Difference between equity share and preference share. Page number 89. Difference between equity shares and preference shares. Now, first of all, equity shares. Here are preference shares. The first point, in case of equity share, it is compulsory to issue each company, means it is compulsory for each company. It is compulsory for each company to issue equity shares. In case of preference share, it is not compulsory. It is not compulsory. So whenever public company is arranging money from general public, first of all, they need to issue equity share. It means it is compulsory or mandatory for every public company to issue equity shares. Without issuing equity shares, they cannot arrange money from any other source. Means by issuing preference share, by taking loan from bank, by issuing debentures. They cannot arrange money, they cannot raise funds without issuing equity shares. It is mandatory for every company to issue. First of all, they need to issue equity shares for raising funds. But preference share, it is not compulsory to issue preference share in order to raise fund. It depends upon the decision of the company whether to issue preference share or not. So it is not compulsory. First point. Second point, rate of dividend. Rate means percentage. Rate of dividend is not fixed. Here rate of dividend is fixed. Third point, rights. Rights means equity shareholders have right to attend general meeting and cast their votes. Means they have right to cast their votes in general meeting. So they have right to attend general meeting. But whereas preference shareholders, they have right to attend meeting, but only which meeting? The matters which are related with preference share. Means they have right to cast their votes only on those matters which are related with their interest. Or in simple language, the matters which are related with preference share, only on those matters they can cast vote. Otherwise, on any other matter of the company, they can attend the meeting, but they cannot cast vote. They can cast vote in that meeting only on those matters, the matters which are related with their interest. Fourth difference, any 6 point you can do. Risk, we all know proportion of risk is more in case of equity share and proportion of risk is less in case of preference share. On the basis of invested amount means capital, and on the basis of dividend we can say that proportion of risk is more. Proportion of risk is more in case of equity share, and here less risk as compared to equity share. Fifth point, investors. Point is given, investors. Now which type of investors are interested in purchasing equity share, or which type of investors are preferring preference share? So investors, these shares are preferred more by investors who wish to take risk and speculate, means gamble in shares, means overnight they want to become rich. Such type of investors who are ready to take risk, such type of investors are preferring to purchase or buy equity shares. Means the investors who wish to take or who are ready to take, who wish to take risk and speculate means gamble, means overnight they want to become rich. Speculate in shares are preferring to buy equity share. And about preference share we have already done. The investors who want steady, regular income along with security of capital. Here security of capital means the amount which is invested by preference share. By purchasing share, whatever amount they had invested, they want that at any cost they will get their money back. That's why they want the security of capital also. Beside this, they want regular income every year. They do not want to take any kind of risk. Such investors prefer to buy preference share. And the investors who are ready to take risk, who are ready to bear risk, who want to become rich overnight, means who are ready to play gamble in case of share. Such type of investors are purchasing equity shares. Sixth, one more point, market price. We all know that rate of dividend is not fixed in case of equity share, means dividend on equity share is given on profit. That's why we can say the dividend increases or decreases. Dividend increases or decreases, means fluctuates in case of equity share. Dividend increases or decreases in equity share, whereas rate of dividend is fixed in case of preference share. This is about market price. Sixth point. Dividend point we have already done. Market price. Sixth, market price of equity share fluctuates. Here market price of preference share remains constant. So these are the differences between equity share and preference share. First of all, it is mandatory for public company to issue equity shares in order to raise funds Preference share, it is not compulsory. Means without issuing equity shares, company cannot issue any other securities. Means they cannot issue debenture, they cannot issue preference share without issuing equity share. Second, rate of dividend is not fixed. Here rate of dividend is fixed. Then third point, equity shareholders have right to attend a general meeting and cast their votes on every matter. General meeting here means meeting of shareholders. Either they are equity shareholders or preference shareholders. The equity shareholders have right to attend the general meeting and cast their votes, means they can exercise, they can give their votes on every matter. But so far as preference shareholders are concerned, they can attend the general meeting, but they can cast votes only for those matters which are related to them, which are related to their interest. Proportion of risk is more in case of equity share. Now here very easily you can explain about the risk, because dividend is not fixed, because they are not getting their capital back first at the time of liquidation. That's why we can say the risk is more in case of equity share. Here risk is less. Then the investors who wish to take risk, who are ready to take risk, who are speculating in shares, means who want to become rich overnight, then such type of investors are preferring to purchase equity shares. Those who want steady, constant, regular income, secure return, and they want that their capital, means invested amount, remains safe, such type of investors always preferring to purchase preference share. Next, market price of equity share fluctuates every day on the basis of profit, earned by the company. Here market price of share, preference share, remains constant. So meaning of equity share, then types of equity share, meaning, characteristics, types of equity share is completed. Meaning of preference share, its characteristics and difference is completed. Third one is page number 90, retained profit. Retained profit means accumulated profit. We are also doing in our, means I am giving an example that in our family we are also doing, our parents are also doing, or we are also doing, that whatever income we are earning, out of those earned income, a minor part of that income we are saving in bank, in post office. Why? Why we are saving? In order to fulfill, first in order to become financially strong. Second, in order to fulfill our future requirements, in order to face future problems. Means any problem may come anytime. If any problem comes, we can face those problems. For this purpose we need money. That's why we are saving a part of our income in bank or in post office in order to fulfill our future requirements. For example, for higher studies of the children, we need money. That time, that such saved money can be used. That's why we are saving money every year or every month. So whatever money we are saving year by year, when after few years it becomes a large amount, then we can invest those amount, or we can use those amount for big project, big work. In the same way, in business also, every business needs whatever income they are earning. Out of those earning, a minor part of that income, of certain percentage of that income will be saved separately, and year by year what happens, it becomes a huge fund, huge money, and then such huge fund, such saved money can be used for fulfilling the future requirements, for facing the future contingencies. Contingencies means problems. If any problems arises due to government policies, due to competitors policies, due to any natural calamities, then we can face those future contingencies. For this purpose we need money. That's why every company is making the policy that whatever income they will earn, out of those income a certain percentage will be kept aside in a separate account, or they are saving. In simple language, they are saving, and year by year when it becomes a huge amount, it can be used for various purpose. For example, in order to start new project, in order to enter into new business, in order to expand the business, in order to set up new branch office, in order to purchase new equipments, new technology in order to face future contingencies, in order to fulfill future requirements. They need huge funds. That saved amount, that accumulated amount is called retained profit or plugging back of profit. Hit it, nahi?